lands of the duty? Are we in the duty world? I don't know. I have been. I have been in the duty world. I was here. I was hanging out for quite some time. And I was really thinking about Dave, about the world, about Fanny Pack, about you, about me, about them. They're all out there. Them. Oh man, this world's intense. Holy fuck. This is just this is quick. This is me. This is nobody comes. I give you guys all an intro every time. Every time you get an intro, you're like, it's I, Dave. It used to be your favorite fanny pack wearing human. Then it switched to your second favorite because fuck, I'm trying to give honesty here, right? I'm trying to give honesty. You're not gonna like me more than The Rock at first, but maybe I don't know. You should like yourself more than The Rock. You should never like The Rock more than you. So, I mean, it's up for grabs if you're gonna like me more than The Rock. I don't know. He seems like he seems like a good guy. He seems like somebody who understood his mind at a young age. He understood what he wanted out of life, and he just he fought for it every single way. He never he probably did stray, right? He probably did mess up from time to time, but he had an end game result, and by sticking to that, he got to learn himself probably deep. But it's with a hyper focus, obviously. There was give and takes. He probably gave up some stuff. Stress is a fucker. Everybody feels it, right? But I'm sure. I'm sure him and Mike Tyson. I don't know who'd win in a fight. Everybody says Mike Tyson, but like when I had these conversations with my buddies and like in the world, this is the world. The internet's a strong world too, but in the world as well. And the woodland is my land. Woodland is your. I don't know. It was made for you and I. Let's go. But yeah, I talk about The Rock, and I'm like, man, I don't know. And I said I think he could stand a fight with Mike Tyson because he's not going to give up either. Those are just two men that truly they saw something and they continued to go for it. They saw their path and and now they're doing whatever, right? They're using data. The Rock probably collected so much data along the line, but it just by living, right? So we collect by living every single day and absorbing and taking in our surroundings, and I'm sure he did. He seems like a good guy. I think he could withstand Mike Tyson. I think that would be a tough fight for either which one. But this we didn't come live to talk about that. But that's just the reason. He's a good guy. I'm going to assume if you don't know me, and even if you do know me, I mean, we know The Rock, right? He even did a TikTok about all the people he's been. He was a freaking tooth fairy.
Hours it take, what's ours? Like it's a morning in my veins, my culture banging with strange. I change the game, so what's my motherfucking name?
Good guy, right? But I was realizing as I was playing this duty world, I said I don't want to stream duty because I sit like a mongoose monster. I just sit there. So I'm like, I'm not gonna play duty, right? I'm not gonna play duty. I'm not gonna stream duty. And you don't sit there if you don't sit there. You don't talk if you you only don't talk if you don't talk. You only don't talk if you don't connect to the world. So like if you're sitting there and you're not talking, right? Like this is why being a mute would be very hard, and being deaf. You know, two forms of heavy communication. You know, blind would suck. You know, very very much, but blind. I mean, sensations, right? I mean, you still got it. You still got a bunch of them. You got hearing. You got smell, taste, touch. You just can't see. It kind of sucks, but we could get over it, right? And sight's a hard one. Sight is tough. That's a sense like feeling is easy. Hysteria blindness though, like it's all crazy. It's all crazy. This world's intense. But you only don't talk if you don't talk. So I realized I could play this game, and there's 3 other people besides me that I could communicate with at any given point. So tonight I was realizing through the help of ClickLink9, each and every one of these people on the other side of you has a story to tell. I like to dig in, but tonight was fun. So tonight was fun. It made me realize, you know, keep going. If somebody's not talking, like figure it out. And you know, I talk a lot, so that it's rough. You know, it's rough. And you can't just, if they're not talking, you can't just figure it out. You can't just keep pushing it out of. You got to be crafty. So I decided nobody ever comes in on my streams anyway, whether I'm just chatting or not. So I think it would be fun to play this game with Buddy or myself, but it was fun with Glick. We have totally different personalities. Like everybody, we're all different. It's not even personalities. It's not even. But everybody's different, right? We have similar traits, personality traits, but all different personalities. You're you. You're developed through time. You don't come overnight. You don't just change you by cutting something off and gluing it on, or I don't know. I don't know. You could be you, in whatever form. I don't know. This is tough, but I just believe there's more to you than sex, and if you have to change in sex, who are you? It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. Don't you think that person who was born blind wouldn't love to fucking change it and not be blind? Shame on you for being so fucking selfish. You were born with perfectly normal parts. Perfectly normal. You were born as you. You change you throughout your entire life by changing different habits. You know, you like the guy I talked to earlier, he used to smoke meth. He had a bunch of crazy habits. He kicked them. He didn't have to change. I don't know what would you change into from a drug addict, a non-fucking drug addict, reforming drug addict. I don't fucking know, but he's still gonna keep that in his fucking thing, you know. Like it was part of him. He can't just change that. Like that was never fucking part of him. No, that's not me. Although he did kill a bunch of his hormones, right? He killed his dopamine level, serotonin, the fucking likelihood of him being happiness again, you know, like you without any delatonin. Did I say delatonin? Wow, I can't even think of the word, but serotonin and dopamine, yeah. Yeah, what do you, it's hard to find happiness. Each and every person suffers from it every day, right? It's even if you're happy, you don't allow yourself to be happy because so many people get stuck on one thing and they think that that's what's wrong with their life. No, what's wrong is being stuck on something. You don't have to. You should never be fucking stuck on it. Something's you like. Life is so interesting. Life is so interesting. You can move on from anything, including a thought. So you don't have to just because you think down on something like. So everything is connected. You can remove something and it could, but again, I mean, you can't live in fear of, but by focusing all your energy on a negative situation that you believe is to be negative and you're building it up even more, is it truly even negative or do you just like talking about it? Do you just like having an issue? It gives you something to chat about. Like, it's crazy. Angelina on Jersey Shore. Fuck, dude. Fuck, she never gave her relationship a chance. And she talks about it nonstop. It's Chris. It's oh my fucking god. The whole family, everybody. Like, dude, it's a tough world, man. It's a tough world. I get it. But everybody has fucking walls. Cool thing about building fucking walls is you should probably start with the door, so you could open that door and go out of the world, right? You're not the only one who's shielded. Everybody is fucking walk. You can walk out your door, walk fucking out. This isn't The Sims. You're not putting them in a pool and taking away the ladder like this. There's always a way out, and there's always fucking life. But you have to know you. You got to learn fucking you. You got to learn you. You're you. You're you. You're you. It's so crazy. So crazy. And again, I am so mean. I'm so mean to that fucking world. It just pisses me off. Is somebody who did steroids at a very young age. And it's not even a young age. I was an adult, right? I can make my own decisions. No, fuck, dude. You live on this earth for X amount of years, right? X amount of years till you decide to change who you are by messing with your hormones, right? So your mind produces your hormones, your mind, your stomach, they work together. It's your second brain. I haven't learned about all that crazy shit yet. But I just know how it works. I'm taking this weird course right now where I'm learning about the anatomy of the brain. I like human perception and sensation and feelings and that why somebody thinks the way they think. This chemical thing is fucking insanity. Holy fuck. But it's crazy. So I already knew, right? So you put these chemicals into you, your hormones, and you're changing the you that you know. You're changing you, and if you change you have to learn. You have to fucking learn you, right? How do you change you? Like you completely change you. So now you're a changed person. I'm not David anymore. I'm Davida, right? So now I'm Davida. I'm on all these hormones. I'm changing me. Now I have to buy new clothes maybe because I'm probably going to wear different clothes, right? Because I'm a woman now. I want to identify as a woman, and I get gender norm, right? You could wear any clothes, like it is what it is. Women can wear blue jeans, women can wear tank top. Though you could wear whatever the fuck you want. I get it, the gender, but at the same point, it's not the exact same thing. It could be, I get it, but why the fuck? What are we doing here? What are we doing? So now we completely change. I'm Davida. I gotta get a whole new wardrobe. I gotta introduce myself differently to fucking people because no, I'm not David anymore. I'm Davida. So now I have to tell you how to identify me, right? First time fucking ever. and then now on top of all that, now I put all these hormones into my body that are going to make me understand myself even less, right? I've been on this earth for 18 years at my experience, right? I was on the earth for 18 years at this point. So you got to know your mind. And then all of a sudden you wake up, you don't know your mind. It's not even that you don't know your mind. Your mind just takes you to different darknesses inside you. Think it's weird. It's weird having chats with my buddies. It's weird. It's a lot. You gotta put yourself through it to fully understand. Right? Like, everybody, so many people get sad in this world, right? So many people get sad. And that's with their own mind, their own chemical makeup, their own everything. But now you're changing and you're shutting down your own natural levels, right? Your own natural things. You're ceasing them to exist. A chemical that was produced for X amount of years of your life that does not just do one thing, it regulates multiple things. Right. So now you're shutting these things down. You're putting supplemental, you're totally changing. You're totally changing. Maybe before I was producing natural testosterone, not a whole lot of estrogen. Well, now I want to reduce all my testosterone, produce none, and then produce large amounts of estrogen. And on top of that, I fuck, on a man taking an estrogen is not, it's not good. But like it changes a lot. I get, well, I mean, you could grow boobs. You know, that's in bodybuilding. It was bitch tits. He grew some bitch tits. He grew some tits. But now I guess you want to grow tits. You take all this stuff and you want to grow tits. So you minus the testosterone of what your body needs, and now you're muting that. It's tough. It's a tough world. I just it's a lot. Having conversations with my buddies as I got older, more in the gym. I'm not so much in the gym world anymore, and need to get back to it. Interesting people, but yeah. I want to jump on in 30. Well, you've known your mind for you were an adult at 18 years. Last 12 years, you really got to know yourself, right? You put yourself like now you're gonna change. It's not everything, right? You're stronger than your mind. You have to be stronger than mind, right? And if you're not, if you already allow your fucking mind to dictate your world, then what the fuck is going on? It's a lot of craziness in this world.